To understand the American election system, you must understand that all the major media outlets have been bought off by the private bankers. It's been this way now and before you were born. They hype up these two parties, Democrats in the blue and Republicans in the red, as the only credible parties who can become president and hold office. They work as a distraction so you don't see the real controllers, that is, the owners of the Federal Reserve. Many know the Fed as the Illuminati Bank. Remember, they print the money and they even remind us that it's their money and we owe them. You see on the dollar it says Federal Reserve Note, and then on the back it has the Illuminati Pyramid. Both parties act like they are against each other, but like I showed you earlier, both sides are related and receive sellout money from the same big banks like Goldman Sachs. They work as an effective cover for the Illuminati because the masses don't really pay attention to facts. Why y'all be doing that? They just pick a team and root for them like in sports. Your favorite team wears a certain color. Democrats and Republicans have different colors. They corner the masses by saying it's left versus right, which is broadly saying there are only two choices. This is the reality of the left-right paradigm. They prop up the Illuminati, and without them, the Illuminati gets exposed. And see, the parties themselves can't stand alone because people will see how much they suck, because there's only one thing to blame. And it will be toppled over by the masses. The masses would then start their own party. That's why both parties lean on each other to block the other parties out. They act as the official opposition to each other. Look at that crap. The news also works to legitimize that in the eyes of the masses. They don't allow any third parties or independents in the debates or general election coverage because it would expose the corrupt two parties. For example, during a debate, you would see Obama saying he would send 5,000 troops to Iraq to keep Americans safe. Mitt Romney would then say, "Oh, you really don't care about keeping Americans safe? I would send 6,000 troops to Iraq." Then Obama would say, "Let's be clear. I will send 7,000 troops to keep Americans safe." Now keep in mind, sending troops overseas in this manner is part of the New World Order agenda, as well as NDAA, Patriot Act, NSA, TSA, which gives full control of the tyrannical government to monitor the masses to keep them from rebelling. Pretty much anything that leads to a New World Order, they both agree on it. That's why you see Congress pass bills without even looking at them. Think about it. And there is no excuse for that. And if there was an independent voice in the debates, it would expose that, because it would sound like this. Independent voice speaking. I say we don't send any troops over to Iraq to fight and get killed just because the military machine wants to make some money and get power for private bankers. You want somebody over there? Send yourself and your own kids, not other people's kids. Then the moderator would say, "What is that noise? What is that? Did you hear that chinging noise?" Completely dismissing the independent voice. How are people getting caught up in this? Well, both sides are designed to stand for certain causes that are broad enough for the masses to fit themselves into whichever category. If they agree with more of the left's portrayed beliefs, they will say they are Democrats. If they agree more with the right's portrayed beliefs, then they become Republican. Race, social class, gender, religion, and sexual orientation are key tools they use to keep the masses divided against each other, so they won't figure out that both parties work for the same agenda. These tools of division are their favorite because they are so effective in making people stupid, because they react off emotion and not from logic. Democrats fake like they are the ones fighting for the underdog. They portray to be the party for minorities, poor people, gay rights, climate change, and gun control. The main reason why they get away with the gun control push is because they portray to be people who really care about the well-being of people. So you would think them wanting to disarm citizens is a safety concern. Republicans, they portray to be a party who fights for rich people problems, also known as the rich white people party, out of touch, white people in general party, rich minorities who are not happy working so hard just to pay all these taxes, and we got people doing nothing on welfare party, tax cuts, anti-gay rights and wars, and sometimes Hispanic party. Let's break down one of their key division tools they like to use: gay rights. See, because gay people need to feel like they have a voice too. So Democrats gladly accept this role, even though they only do this to get gays to accept the New World Order. That's right. To Democrats, gays are a political pawn. Y'all better pay attention. They don't care about anybody's rights. You don't really notice it because the fake opponent teammate Republicans play the role of the anti-gay party. This only reinforces that Democrats must really be for gay rights. Republicans say all these bad, out-of-touch things about gay people, so then they can give the Democrats their talking points only to strengthen their support. The stronger the support for one side, the stronger the left-right paradigm gets. That means it's harder to see the criminals on top, the Illuminati bank. The Democrats always get to play the good guy when Republicans go on about the gays. Here is where the little game ends. Most of the Republicans are gay. That's right. They meet up every year at secret all-male Bohemian Grove parties. They make sure they invite all of the most influential people in the world. We talking about big business people, banking, politicians, actors, university, media heads, think tanks, Rockefeller family, U.S. presidents, future U.S. presidents, defense contractors. We even have big names going there like George Bush and George Bush Sr., Jeb Bush, Newt Gingrich, Jimmy Carter, Walter Cronkite, Bing Crosby, Clint Eastwood, even Al Gore, a Democrat. And that's funny because there's a video of Bill Clinton saying, "Oh, only Republicans go to Bohemian Grove," playing dumb.
The Bohemian Club, as you say, the Bohemian Club? That's where all those rich Republicans go up and stand naked against redwood trees, right? I've never been to the Bohemian Club, but you ought to go. It'd be good for you. Get some fresh air.
We got Danny Glover, Richard Nixon, and he said it was the gayest thing he ever seen. By the way, you can look that up. Colin Powell, Ronald Reagan, Donald Rumsfeld, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, just to name a few. What are they doing here besides planning out the world's next decade that includes future presidents? Well, they order gay male escorts. And there's only one reason why I can see why gay male escorts could be coming to an all-male retreat. And it ain't playing basketball. Besides, I don't think David Rockefeller can dribble a basketball 2 times. So you telling me Danny Glover is gay? Well, he is at a gay party. Look at him kissing this guy. Why Glover goes there, I don't know. You should ask him. But what is the point? The anti-gay stance by Republicans is a fraud since they are gay, and their fake stance is only used to give credibility to their two-party teammate, the Democrats. The Democrats took over the gay vote deceptively through the CIA-created counterculture of the 1960s. RedsiverJ, all I gotta say.